Hollywood is at it again, and producer Aaron Sorkin has utilized his talent and resources to bash America. More than that, many liberty-loving Americans are unknowingly engulfed in the rhetoric. By now, we've all seen it. It's a video clip from the Newsroom, an HBO series where three individuals with varying political philosophies take the stage in a college auditorium. The clip has gone absolutely viral, and many have declared it the most honest 3.5 minutes of television. Sorry to break it to you, but it was nothing of the sort. Let's take a look.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Well, Lewis and Sharon said it. Diversity and opportunity and freedom.
I'm not letting you go back to the airport without answering the question. What about the people? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so
Smart, how come they lose so always?
Hey, and with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom?
Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain,
Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl,
Just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day,
there's some things you should know, and one of them is there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the you're talking about. Yosemite?
Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Many Americans have jumped on the bandwagon and have been fooled by Sorkin's lies. To see what is going on here is to understand the liberals' rules of engagement and their agenda, and that agenda certainly is not the truth. In the midst of the lies spewed in this clip, Sorkin was able to move a narrative that is so important for the liberal contingent, and it goes something like this. America used to be and could be exceptional, But it's not right now. And because it's not, you're a fool for even suggesting it. If you believe America is unique now, you're just an unintelligent sorority girl whom we hope doesn't even show up at the ballot box, or a right-wing wacko who is irrelevant in the political discussion. The fast-talking, rapid-fire engagement is straight from Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, namely, keep the pressure on, don't let up, and don't give the enemy a chance to breathe. Conservatives are slowly catching on, and it's time to hit back. So, what is so disingenuous about all of this? Well, first it begins with Sorkin finding categories where America is substandard, and then concluding that those are the only categories relevant to the analysis of exceptionalism. Oddly enough, America ranks very high compared to the rest of the world, even with the categories mentioned in the clip. But what about the categories where America leads the world? You wouldn't know it by listening to Hollywood, but America leads the world in several areas. Yeah, that's right. Sorkin lied when he produced an episode that mentioned that we only lead the world in 3 categories. So let's take a look. Size of the economy. America has 5% of the world's population, but produces 25% of the world's wealth. Our GDP sits at almost $18 trillion. Let me provide some perspective here. China has a population of 1.3 billion and produces $5 trillion in GDP. So we produce nearly 2 times the GDP with 25% of China's population. Is this just coincidence, or is it the product of a unique country built from scratch by founders who pledged everything to secure an idea? Charitable contributions. In 2013, Americans gave more to charity through time and money than any other country. Quality of higher education. Using several calibrated indicators, 8 of the top 10 universities in the world are found right here in America. While Sorkin rips our educational system, he fails to mention what is going on in the realm of real scholarship. Millionaires. America provides an environment that creates more millionaires than anywhere else in the world, most of whom did not inherit their wealth, but rather worked hard to earn it. That's what I call opportunity in the land of the free. Contributions to scientific research. America produces more scientific citations than any other country, more than the next 5 countries combined. Why did Sorkin fail to mention that America leads the world in cutting-edge thinking in science? This is undeniably the place the world looks to. Innovation. America consistently has more patents in force than any other country. Has anyone taken a look at Article 1, Section 8 of our Constitution lately? We have a system in place that protects ideas. Net migration. Last time I checked, people weren't boarding boats off of the coast of Florida to leave this country in droves. Perhaps we ought to take a second look as to who is going where. Apparently everyone but Americans recognizes her exceptionalism. American exceptionalism speaks to the results that are produced by adherence and fidelity to the rule of law, freedom that revolves around her creed, and a people who seek to take advantage of her abundance. Sorkin would do well to begin speaking the truth, and conservatives are encouraged to wake up and counter the liberal agenda aggressively. America has a message that needs to be heard desperately, and Hollywood insists on improvising on the edge of disaster. It's time to stop them cold in their tracks. I'm Shane Krauser with Freedom Fires, and we'll see you next time where the truth will destroy the wrong ideas.